Assalamu alaikum. I hope so you are doing fine. I'm Dr. Muhammad Ali Rabbani, and today we are going to discuss the hip bone. So, the hip bone, also known as the innominate bone, it is the bone of the pelvic girdle. It's a large, irregular bone, and it's part of a pelvic girdle. And along with the contralateral hip bone, sacrum bone, and coccyx bone, this whole structure, this is called the pelvic girdle. It articulates with sacrum on the back, femur here, and in the front via pubic symphysis, hip bone of the contralateral side. Consists of three parts: ilium, the one that is on the top; pubis, the one that is on the front and down; and the ischium. So let me show you here. So here is the hip bone in its position. It is present between the sacrum here and femur here. The hip bone of the opposite side has been removed, and it has three parts. The one that is on the top, this one is the ilium. The one on the bottom and front here, this one, this is the pubis, and the one that is down and back, that is the ischium. In the adult bone, you see them as a fused bone because they have ossified over time and fused over time, so you don't see any difference. But in children, you can see them as independent bones, and they all three of them, they join together at this point of acetabulum, where the femur bone will be there attached. So before we move on to any specific features of the hip bone, we will do the basics, that is the side determination and the side determination and anatomical position. So for side determination of this bone, of any other bone, you always ask these three questions. You have to differentiate them. You know how do I differentiate between what is superior, what is inferior, what is anterior, what is posterior, what is medial, and what is lateral. So these are the things that you are going to identify, and these are what you are going to separate here. So this is the bone in front of you. For upper and lower end, always just look at the bone. The part that is expanded, that is the ilium part, that will be on the top, and this part with separate pubis and ischium joined together by this ramus and a large opening between them, the obturator foramen, that is on the bottom. So if you have bone present like this or this, just get it upright. So this is the upper end and this is the lower end. The upper end is here, the lower end is here. The next thing that comes is what is anterior and what is posterior. So as you can see, this pubic bone, this part is a little thin, smaller, and less conspicuous as compared to this part, the ischium part, on which you sit. So this part is in the front and this part is in the back. So you know, you get the bone upright. This is in the front, this is in the back. And last, what is inside and what is outside, in more medical term, what is medial, what is lateral. So this opening, this whole big fossa, that is for the socket for the femur bone, the head of femur, that's it on the lateral side, and this is the one, this smoother area, this is on the medial side. So you got the top and bottom, you got the front and back, and you got the out and in. So that's how you know you are looking from the front, and this is the hip bone of the right side. So let's try to figure it out on this bone that I have. So let's see if I have bone like this. First of all, I will get it upright. I will get the superior part up and inferior part down. So I will have it like this. So this is the upper part, this is the lower part. So I don't know what part is in, so this is done. So I will keep it like this. The next thing I want to know is what is anterior and what is posterior. So in the lower end, I will see this is a little bigger, this is a smaller and flatter one. So this is the pubic bone, this is the ischium. So ischium will go back and pubis will come in front. So this is the anterior and posterior. Now either it will fit on my this side, on my left side, on my right side. How will I know that? So to figure that out, we will have to know what is lateral, what is medial. I will look for acetabular fossa. Yeah, here it is. So this is the lateral aspect, this is the medial aspect. So I have up, down, front, back, lateral and medial. So this will come here. This will be the bone. You can easily hold it together in the greater sciatic notch that we will do shortly. You can just place your hand here, and you can just pick it like this, and it does not fit on the opposite hand like this. The acetabulum will come on the medial side. So you have the hip bone on the right side. It will fit like this. My femur will be here, the opposite hip bone will be here, and so will be sacrum here, and so on. So this is the right hip bone. Now before, if you have the bone in front of you, before studying anything, if you have right hip bone, get it on your right hand. If you have left one, get it on your left hand. Next thing is its anatomical position. Do you hold it like this or this or this, or how do you hold it, and how does it fit on your body? So by now I think you must be very familiar with what do you mean by coronal plane, the plane that goes like this, side to side, and divides your body into front and back. The sagittal plane that goes from front to back, divides into your body into right and left, and the transverse plane that divides your body into up and down. So you have to set the bone in three planes. First, this is the pubic tubercle, and here is the anterior spheric iliac spine. So these two things should be in the same coronal plane. So if you touch it to the wall in front of you, or any flat object, if you have any register or anything in front of you, just touch it there. So these 2 points will be touching, should be touching like this. These 2 points should be touching. So these 2 points should be in the coronal plane. The second thing, this is the pubic symphysis. This pubic symphysis will be very anteroposteriorly placed. So this should be the in the sagittal plane. So this should be in the coronal plane, this should be in the sagittal plane, and you will figure it out like this upper end and this ischial spine, this should be more or less in the same horizontal plane. So we get more or less structure like this. So you will get more or it like this. So you will have, this is the position in which the bone will be. So it's not like this horizontally placed, it's more like tilted forward. It's more like tilted forward that you get in adult person standing in anatomical position. So this is all about the hip bone in the its basic introduction, its side determination. How do you differentiate between the up and low, down, anteroposterior, medial and lateral, and how do you get it in anatomical position? Your pubic tubercle and anterior spheric iliac spine in the coronal plane, this in the sagittal plane, the pubic symphysial surface, and the pubic symphysis and ischial tuberosischial spine, these more or less in the horizontal plane like this. So this is how you get the pelvic in the anatomical position, and you can see almost a lot of these things here in this particular picture too. You can see that here more or less a little tilted forward, or in some books you will get a little different tilt, but these are more or less in the same horizontal position. These 2 points are in the same coronal position, and this plane is in the sagittal plane. So this is the basics about the hip bone. In the next segment we will start with the bone ilium. We will study its surfaces, its parts, its borders, its iliac crest, and the different attachments that are on it. Then we will move on to the pubic and ischium in the end. So keep following. So thank you. Keep on just jump on to the next lecture on the ilium bone. See you then.